Welcome to part 2 of our Let's Play for Lord of Rigel. It's been about 6 months, and there's a bunch of new features in the game. This playthrough is to show release 1.05. So first showed off the achievements, which sync with Steam, so a new menu there. And we got a couple of new things, like a event dismiss mode, cutscene titles that fit with 4K resolutions, and of course, the big feature for this release, which we'll be playing to get to, is the Council Decrees system. So we'll just resume the game that we started about with release, and go into the slightly tweaked and optimized planets menu, sort things by range here, and start sending out colony ships. So a couple of things that are new since the initial release include the pan to planet options. That's a little button there. Smarter auto build. Again, performance optimizations have been done. AI optimizations. And those will keep getting worked on, especially because there's a lot of players with older hardware that are still having some issues with Legendary Galaxies, and understandably, that has a performance warning for a reason, because there can be up to 10,000 systems and 12 factions, if not more, with rebels. So, that can chug on a lot of computers. But again, wanted to provide that for the players who really want to take their time and have, again, some pretty epically long games. So here we're just, sorting out build queues, trying to kind of catch up to where we were at from, about 4 months ago on this game. And yeah, we have a pretty good sense of what the spiral arm's looking like. And what I just did there was setting a rally point, and that way can start sending ships over to what I'm going to be setting up very slowly but surely as a war front with the two locks. They're getting a little big for their britches. And it looks like the Aeronid want to be buddies, so I will accept a non-aggression pact with them. They tend to get pretty big, so do the two locks. So, want to make sure we are not fighting a war on two different fronts and just focus on one guy at the time. And yeah, we want to get some things set up through these wormholes, get some footholds into this other spiral arm. Because again, population is kind of important for making sure that we have a big, healthy empire that can win the Galactic Council and not get sanctioned in council decrees if we're economically powerful, but we don't have quite enough people to sway the votes our way. Again, right now, big thing is, we're just trying to build farming infrastructure up. And we're going to set a couple of these guys. Oh, no, we can't auto-explore right now, because we don't have any fuel out there. Okay, so ion torpedoes. Oh, let's see. We probably need pollution processors because we're getting some pollution warnings from pretty high pollution from industry on a couple planets. We're going to go down that wormhole. We won't be able to explore there, but at least we'll be able to kind of hold on to it and keep an eye out. And let's see, yeah, trying to think here, what are we going to do with this guy? Yeah, we can send it down here, down that wormhole, and yeah, then we can get a foothold into that spiral arm. And with that, then we'll have enough fuel to be able to start exploring out there. We'll just kind of keep sending ships to that rally point. And And yeah, barren planets aren't necessarily the best because the maintenance costs, but eventually we'll pick up some terraforming tech. Oh, they do not like us doing that. Well, they're going to have to deal with it. So, we pretty much control what spiral arm. We got a little bit of foothold in the core into another arm. And we can start getting some good anti-pollution stuff in there. Well, let's see. Yeah, better fuel cells. That way we can keep spreading out. And got ourselves a nice little ice planet here. And one of the things that was done during the early access period was increasing the volumetric clouds and some nice effects there. But alright, this guy is going to give us a pretty good economic boost, so yeah, let's go get him assigned. Yeah, that should give us a pretty good set of money to go with. And again, we're just kind of trying to pick planets with high population bases. So I got plenty of money and plenty of food to be able to support these. Alright, so we got another colony ship there. Yeah, I might get that one settled. That will really help out with expanding our range here. And yeah, we need to get some faster engines going. Oh, humans. Yeah, they generally try to play friendly in these games. Alright, what do we got here? I want to get, yeah, some of the farther out outposts. Oh. Yeah, let's make sure we get that one covered. I'll just do this manually. Let's see. Yeah, I have to remember the wormhole here. There we go. We'll just set him to explore. And then have to remember to send that colony ship through that wormhole. That way we can get that planet claimed. Yeah, we're gonna do interferometer instead, actually. That way we get some research for every starbase we make. Okay, we'll colonize this Gaia. There we go. Yeah, trade should help. And we'll get these guys exploring. And yeah, you notice a little issue with colony showing 0 on the Empire bar. That was attempt to do a little optimization, but that'll get tweaked before the final version goes live. Trying to get some of the UI refreshes a little better and a little smarter, so it's not doing quite as many updates, because that can get a little expensive on the really large galaxies, but you're really not going to notice that until you're into the 512 and 1024 size. But hopefully in the long run that will pay off all the little tweaks here and there. And we got a pirate encounter. Okay, so right now we are the top population. This gives us quite a bit of voting power in the Galactic Council. Assuming people like us enough. So yeah, so we still got all 7 factions operating. Let's get some research treaties going though. So treaties now, after some comments, will auto-renegotiate up once they've been fully developed. So again, the reason for sometimes going with lower treaties is, you know, they're more acceptable and palatable. But you can, you know, start with the max, and as economies grow and shrink, they'll get renegotiated. But even in this case, they're playing hardball. They wanted a counter-offer even for the lowest research treaty. Yeah, Synth being ruthless are probably not going to say yes to a non-aggression pact. Inertial stabilizer will also help provide some protection for beam weapons. Makes it a little harder to get hit. Yeah, we'll start with advanced damage control, and then we'll definitely need to get shielding and subterranean farms. So yeah, Tulaks seem to be getting some probably pretty big fleets, but a lot of their ships are older, so if we can tech up a little bit, we can leapfrog past them, so we can have a smaller fleet that should be able to take them out. And yeah, that's giving us a lot of ecological boosts and morale boosts. So between the ecology boost and the pollution processor, that should get rid of a lot of the pollution problems and maximize industrial output. Plus, feudal means we also get cheaper ships, so... Alright, let's take these pirates out. Yeah, get some formations going here. And of course we got some of our older ships with fighters. They're going to be shooting anti-missile rockets over at our fighters. And also this update, one tweak from feedback is increasing the velocity of some of the projectiles. So you'll see lasers and railguns are faster. A lot of the kinetics stay a lot slower, so they keep that sort of CWIS vibe. But overall, this does increase the accuracy even in lower game, or early game, and lower tech levels. Of course, as I'm saying that, pretty much all the shots are missing. But again, we're dealing with, not so great computers versus some pretty small targets with a lot of evasion here. But fortunately, we got fighters, and when those railguns hit, they pretty much one-shotted the pirates. And yes, we took out the pirates. So we got that as a system taken over. Let's go pick a couple of the destroyers and have them do some auto-exploring. And one of the other things with this update has been some tweaks to auto-explore, so it's been performance optimized, a bit better sorting on picking out ranges. And one issue that some players had on release was auto-explore tending to sometimes pick systems that already had something going to it. So that's been resolved a little bit better. Some things like, routing expansion ships through wormholes, that's going to be manual. Want to make sure the game doesn't completely play itself. So again, the idea is have a lot of automation tools. You're setting high level stuff. You can hit an auto button to make designs, but you still got to manually build your ships. You still got to manually prioritize things. So you can do a lot of the mid-level management and a lot of the micromanagement with the automation tools, but it's not, set up a script and the whole game plays itself. Alright. There we go. And again, if, a planet is in your overall expanded fuel range, you'll be able to auto-send something. So we got pretty good coverage. And also one thing that got added to is, what popped up there was the simplified map mode that just shows faction colors instead of star colors, and it has the navigational hazards, the ones that are natural, so nebulas and black holes. So that should make it, for players who just want a really simple map and, see that sort of thing, that's there for that. And we got a space crystal. These guys are a little trickier with their neutron beams, so we're probably not going to be able to engage it with our little frigate. Or, destroyer. Yeah, that'd be 50-50, but that's kind of risky. They are not liking all of our exploration fleets and warships going around. Oh, but they are wanting an alliance. Yeah, we got just enough ships and enough population that some people are wanting to buddy up. And yeah, they're an opportunist, so... Let's see. Let's see if the humans will. No, they don't want to be our friends. Well, that is... well, kind of frustrating. But in their case, they may also just not be happy with all the fleets that we've been massing up. Let's not put an outpost here. Let's save that for something else. But we do want to get a colony out there. Get some more outpost ships, because this one's our highest industry colony. Probably do want to make sure we get Ribos colonized. Oh. Yeah, the synth tend to have a pretty bad start with the Exiles trait, so they don't start with a homeworld. But they have massive tech bonuses. They don't need to have food because they're robots, and what tends to happen is once you get to mid and late game, then they start taking off like gangbusters, and they tend to have a pretty big tech bonus too. So that may be a case where they will probably become one of the bigger threats in another 50 turns or so. It tends to be Tulok, Aranid, Tharn are the bigger threats early game. And then you start seeing the humans and the synth wind up being a little nastier towards the end game. And we'll use a colony base to get a better foothold here. Yeah, and then just put this guy onto auto build afterwards. We'll get subterranean farms going next here. Ooh, alright. Galactic Council vote. Ooh, seems like they are starting to get pretty big. Alright. Well, I could vote for the Tuloks. It'll probably buy me a little bit of time before they get a little tense over my whole fleet build-up thing. So let's do that, because they're not going to win anyway. Alright. Well, nobody's been declared the big boss. There we go. Yeah, okay, in about 19 turns we'll have a council decree. And yeah, well, that helped us a little, but they're really not going to like us when we start attacking them. Also looks like there's some border tensions with the Aranids, so maybe they'll be distracted. Oh, they got an outpost ship there. Well, that is something we need to keep an eye on. Let's see. we'll get some neutron cannons going. We'll be pretty ready to start building a new set of ships. And we'll start getting some more trade depots set up. Each one of those can help support some new battleships. Alright, what are we gonna do over there? Let's get some spies set up here. We'll just keep them on hide. Yeah, we don't need that many. There we go. Okay, so nobody's got formal wars going on, but there's some border things going on here. And yeah, once you've assigned spies, you can check out the ranking of other groups, so we can look at, number of colonies they got. So you can't get that information when you don't have spies assigned. So yeah, we're doing pretty good, but yeah, we almost got a lot of colonies, so we need to start knocking them down a peg sooner than later. Which is why we've been building all these troop transports. But let's get some more outposts sent out. Let's, start getting ones. No, I don't want to take capital planets. But yeah, we'll do a couple of these. All right. So let's see. Yeah, we got a bunch of outposts being sent. We got troop transports, which should be good for ground invasions, which, again, as cats, we got some pretty big bonuses for ground combat. I can also do the breaching pod, which is one of the new techs that's been added since release, which uses your ground combat bonuses for attacks to structure and internals. So we'll turn off the auto designs. Well, and of course, hit the auto button, but nah, let's do something our own way. Okay, battle pods. Use that mostly for the beam defense, and that'll help us with beam attacks. So let's see. We'll have point defense, because we know we're going to be up against a lot of missiles. Let's see. No, fusion bombs. We're going to need to be able to bombard these planets either in tactical or in the orbital combat menu. And let's get some spinal mount railguns. So, reason I'm not using mods on these is mods slow down firing rates. So, that can be really, really great closer to late game, but early on, you kind of want that firing rate for damage per second. And, yeah, not hovering over that, but yeah, it now has a DPS breakdown for all the different damage types for weapons, too. So it tells you what they do to shields, structure, and internals. So I think that's good. Alright, we need to start building these guys. So what plant do we have? Okay, that one's got a lot of production, so let's start. Let's see. Yeah. Spaceport that, so we can have money. Okay. And we'll just start purchasing these. There we go. Okay, and we'll purchase the next one. Alright. Let's get more of these outposts sent out. Yeah, there we go. It seems like another good system. Yeah, we'll just keep picking gas giants. Alright, we'll just keep this going. Keep those trade depots up. That will offset, again, the fleet we're building. You can also research and build fleet anchorages that reduce maintenance costs. That's like a small percentage, but the more anchorages you build, you get some pretty big economy of scales pretty quickly. Troop transports over there. More trade depots. That's probably a system that we want to get a foothold in. Alright, looks like the Aeronids are doing a lot of exploring. Oh, space amoeba. We're gonna just get out of there. Alright, so we got breaching pod. Let's see, what will we do next? Actually, multi-resonance bombs makes a lot of sense because that will go through any sort of planetary shielding that's there, so that will help out. Okay, we'll get Ribo settled. Alright, top income. Let's see. Oh. Okay, 8 turns. Well, that means if we get a council vote and it's going for income, we will be the subject of the sanctions. Alright, so the synth are... okay, good. They did not decide to try to settle in our space. Trade depot set up. Alright, so that bonus will apply to all of our ships, so that will have damage passing through shields. Let's see. Yeah, let's... Terraforming, that's going to be pretty important. And they are really not happy about my expansion. So I think we've probably lost that grace period with the council vote and siding with them. So we probably need to just bite the bullet and invade. Good news is, since we've actually built up some ships using some new tech, most likely if they send a pretty big fleet, we will actually be ready for them. Probably also means sacrificing all the older tech ships, but won't be caught by surprise. I'm gonna back away from that. Alright, I'll figure out a good place for that. Oh yes, that was the one that there's that GNN announcement about 5 turns ago, so let's do that. Alright. I think it's about time to... just save. Just be safe. Because we're about ready to start a war. So, yeah, looks like we had that synth force, and we are gonna attack this planet and take it. Alright, let's see. So we have shields on our new ships. I got this planet with rings, and you can also see it has planetary defenses. So, again, if there's that indicator, they'll be shooting beams, missiles, and things like that. Generally, being up close is more effective, and oh, they already disabled that carrier. That's not ideal. Okay, well, let's try to get these guys moved in. No, that's okay. Alright, we'll just get up here. Okay, well, that's less than ideal. Alright. Starbase has been taken out. We just need to get closer in here and take out the planetary defenses, which we got torpedoes and railguns. Ooh, and the missiles took out. Now, hopefully, we'll take it out pretty quick. Ooh. Yeah, those missile volleys can hurt a lot, even with point defense. But that is why it is worth building missile batteries and some of those cheap planetary defenses, because they can be really hard to take out. Alright, but fortunately the carrier and the battleship are a little more resilient to that. So once we get in a little closer, oh, it looks like it took it out. Didn't even have to close in for a bomb range. And now we can bombard. And we can just take over with the troop transports that we do have. Oof. And it looks like the synth decided to declare war on us. Ooh, and the humans are really spreading here. We'll just use bombardment to take out the ground forces. That way, we don't even have to worry about any real losses, other than, you know, the one transfer we have to use as the occupier. Alright, we are going to go after another system now. But it does look like they've been sending a fleet in for us. Alright, so we're going to engage in a little battle here, and we're going to be using our brand new battleships for this. And we're going to try to use these guys off on the side, and we're already losing our lower tech ships. But, good news. We have lots of point defense, taking out lots of these missiles. And they are much lower tech than our railgun and shielded ships. And we got some of our fighters coming in too. Unfortunately, most of their kinetics are low tech enough that... And, okay, one of them warped out. Alright, build trade depot. Well, that did a lot of damage to those two locks, so doing pretty good there. Alright. Aha. Ooh, they want to sanction me. Well, this is a council decree getting voted on. Oh, at least humans are on my side. Oh, the synth, really? Hey! They're actually pretty good. Wow, hey, the allies actually backed me up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna sanction myself. Alright, since we rejected that, that council decree is not going to be in effect. So that's not going to have an impact on our economy, and it's not going to boost everybody else for the time being. But yeah, each decree affects a different part of the economy, so there's food, income, research. Definitely allows for species that kind of fallen behind to get a boost if they can get the votes. If you are at a point where the doomsday clock is getting pretty high, you may actually let yourself get sanctioned because it provides a pretty huge reduction onto that. So there are reasons to let that happen. Alright, well, we just took that over. Gonna hit one more planet here. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, being at war with the synth is not a great idea. Let's see if we can get them to sign up for a peace treaty. Hey, they accepted. Alright. Okay. Well, then, we're only fighting war on one front right now. And looks like we got a von Neumann probe just showed up. probably get the scout away from that. Alright, what are we gonna do next tech-wise? Okay, yeah, graviton cannon makes a lot of sense here. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's take that out. That's at least all the retreating ships that we can engage with. Oh, they're attacking me. Okay, well, let's auto... Okay, we managed to take them out. Well, we didn't really have a fleet there, so they were attacking our undefended colony. Alright, let's take out one of theirs. Okay, we defeated their planet. Let's go and bombard. Let's invade here. And let's do that. Okay. Let's go and, yeah, protect our planet. Because it also looks like they're sending reinforcements. Yeah, they're getting ready to invade. Yeah, they've been building up. So we took out a good chunk of their navy, it seems like, but they've been building up the troop transports to try for these sorts of invasions where we're not looking, so... Alright, yeah, let's just auto this. Alright, we took them out. We got a nice little trade depot. Alright. Let's see. Let's get, yeah. Let's check max pop. Send out a couple colony ships. Yeah, that one seems good. Okay. Alright. So we got a few colonies going. Council in 2 turns. And let's wrap this up with one more council vote. And yeah. Alright. And we're just going to retreat. Let's see. Yeah, get some automated damage control researched. Or, yeah. Yeah, let's... Oh, actually, no. Missions guidance is good because then we can have missiles that just go through and just hit engines on ships. Oh, they are sending a pretty big reinforcement fleet. Okay, they got that outpost ship there. Alright. Yeah. Alright. We'll do auto, even though this would have been a big battle. Alright. One more council vote. Yeah, I think this time I'm just gonna abstain. I'm not wanting to support anybody. That's not me. Alright, well, we got a nice little war going on. We managed to shoot down getting sanctioned by the council. Which again is the new big feature that's just come out. And yeah, you know, over the last couple of months, definitely have added in new leaders, new weapons, a couple new technologies. So, and of course, you know, trying to add a couple more new features here and there, and trying to get some more performance optimizations and things like that. So I'll probably be continuing this game, hopefully without a 3-month gap between the next video. But I think at this point we're looking at a pretty good point for stopping. Because I think, yeah, we'll just save this. Yeah, I'll just save it here. And yeah, we'll keep plugging along on this big Catraxi game. So we're almost 200 turns in. We're approaching the mid game when stuff starts really getting exciting.